All right, we are in the 2023 Fall Major. We're in the opening round in the rookie division. I'm in the my 77 account. I'm on the back nine. All right, I need to do exactly what I did on the front, and we'll be fine. I believe I have no idea what's at the top. I don't look. I don't want to put any pressure on myself. I just like to go out there and play my round. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be more than 130 at the top. There's going to be some pluses, and every shot you can pick up is going to be important. And qualifiers are like tiebreakers. It could be super important. So having a solid opening round will set you up. Let's get started. Hole number 10. All right, we're back. We're back on it. Hole number 1. Hole number 10. All right, which way's the wind blowing? That wind works. And I was doing a plus 20 to the cup times. Let's take my number. Let's think here. Let's think. Let's take that bag right there. That bag. I'm gonna take a. We do have a little bit of a shot at it here, so let's take one of those. Let's get out of that pin and go with our freaking Powerball. Power. Hey, I did not want to look at that gyro ball. I want one of those kingmakers. Let's roll. Let's get out there. We need to get, okay, hole number 1 and hole number 8. We absolutely positively have to get eagles on these holes. Now, that doesn't mean that we are going to, but like if there's any holes out here that we have to bring out whatever it takes and try and get it right, these 2 holes right here are super important. If you can play minimum score and get those 2, you're at 28. That may not be enough to win, but you know that's a good foundation for your round. What did my opponent bring out? A power 4 ball. 3 tops, man. I hit this one ring great to the right in my 77 account and ended up in the drink, or my 22 account and ended up in the drink just like my opponent. On that same angle, I did that same shit. And they brought a precision ball out and got that. And they left the wind in. It pushed them right over. Doesn't seem like it's a lot, but you got to take the wind out, man. Got to adjust for it. .9 divided by 1.7. 1.34 rings. I need to turn my grid back on. 1, 3, 4. Hitting it perfect. Ourselves a look. That looks good. That works. That dog will hunt right there. Yes, sir. That dog will hunt. Get the old test pattern up and running. Test pilot. If anybody out there has an Android device, it's Material Q is the program that I use for my grid. There is a grid that's in the program, but the Material Q program, you can design whatever grid that you want. But I do have coding that I wrote for my grid. And it's pretty easy to adjust it. And I have a lot of stuff, right now it looks like my grid's pretty bare bones, but I have a lot of other stuff that I could put in my grid, but I've taken a lot of that stuff out. It clutters the screen up. It's part of the reason why my coloration on them, I use that dark green on my center line right here, trying to get it so that it stands out from the course, but it's not so bad that I tried using a brighter line and it was like, wow. All right, that is exactly what we can't get too excited about that. That's just what we needed to get done. That's exactly what we needed to get done. All right, which way's the wind blowing? Now, I was doing what I was doing on this hole was I was doing the rough bump. But for whatever reason, this rough bump, I hit this shot and I, like, here's the cup and I smoked it. And I came back out ever since then. I haven't been able to hit the rough. Now, I did hit one great to the right, but the other two were perfect, and I still hit where I'm getting pushed out. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to drop a shot on a par 3, and I like this shot, but I'm going to have to sit down and practice this hole and get that right, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you keep getting a bad result and you're expecting something different, that's the definition of insane. So I'm going to do something different, because I would rather not have a shot at hole in one, or the same shot that everybody else has got when they just throw their ball over their shoulder. What I'm going to do is take my Thor's hammer, and I'm going to take a Quasar. And we're going to just go for it. I'm just going to try and backspin it up there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Times the wind. And I'm probably going to be, I'm not sure where I'm going to be. I'm probably going to be towards mid-club. And with the Thor's hammer, mid should be 1.8. Let's see if my opponent can get to the spot. I haven't seen anybody get far enough. Like, it's the same old deal. It rolls out and you're 3-4 squares away. It just funnels out to that spot. But like, getting enough speed to get to the cup. I'm sure that there are people out there that have hit hole-in-ones, but I haven't seen anybody hit a hole-in-one. Everybody ends up in that same spot. Okay, there's min. There's max, so I'm at mid. Let's put all the backspin and however much side spin I can get on. I want to start off on the green, so I'm going to start right there. That's 3.6 divided by mid club is 1.8. 2.2 rings. Hey. Hey. I couldn't grab a hold of the ring set. I've been having problems here the last couple weeks. It seems like they changed something. I like trying to grab a hold of the ring set. I had it bouncing up a little bit higher up the hill, but the fairway up there was slowing it down. It hit the fairway and then dribbled down into the fringe and then roll off onto the green. I was thinking that if it was higher up on the hill, it would carry more speed as it got down to the cup, but I ended up pretty much in the same exact spot I was in. So the last time I was like, okay, next time I play it, which is this time, I'm going to keep it on the fairway and see if the suck back, without getting slowed down by the fringe and the fairway up there, would get me more speed, and it ain't working either. I think the only way to go with this, if you really want to do it, is to do that rough bump. There is a red line issue down there with that rough bump. You got to bring the right stuff, and the wind's got to be, otherwise you won't be able to work the wind out, because you're at min. All right, hole number 12. All right, let's go look at this hole. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, okay. Taking my number 2 bag and a Kingmaker. Heartbreaker. Let me think here. All right, I'm just going to take a Kingmaker. What I should do is try and eliminate. I'm going to take a Kingmaker. We'll take a Kingmaker. And I'm going to do, where am I at here? And I got so many freaking, I need to make a new note sheet because I got so many freaking notes, chicken scratches on this particular hole. 1.2 times the wind, ready to roll. I'm going to do a 20% on the drive. Whatever the wind is times 20% and divide it by 1. Or plus 20%. 1.2 times whatever the wind is. 3.3. 3.96 rings. And I think I was only able to use 3 topspin. 5 rings off. 3.96, 4 rings. There's 4. Faux, max curl. No overpower. Perfect. Now it's all about distance. And I think 3 gets me right to the top. Right up at the top. All right. I took this, I did a plus 10 and I smoked the cup and I changed my notes to plus 10 plus 0.1. And ever since I did that, I haven't hit a single shot into this cup perfect. So I have no idea whether that's right or wrong or what. Times the wind. And I have no idea. I think I might be in mid club. What do my notes say? Topspin, rock, Kingmaker, 3 topspin, drive, 5 rings off. I did all that. I do not have any idea where I'm at because I didn't write it down. That'll work. That right there will work. There's max. There's min. So I'm at mid. So it's 2.3 plus 1. So it's 2.4 rings. There's 2.4. Exactly. And there's a great, so it doesn't matter. That's every shot today. And that is going to be, 1 ring off on that. It's going to be close. It still might have been a slight overpull, but you have no idea. It's close. I think it's right there. But we'll never know as long as I keep hitting not perfect. Dagnabbit. This hole is so much easier than it used to be. The side that my opponent hit was that was the way to go. That was really the only way to go. And you had to pinpoint place it out there. Where they're at right now, the flagpole used to be right here, right in this line. So where they were at, they were right on the verge of overhitting it. And if you got behind those trees, you were definitely screwed. The deal was it was hard to get into the right spots, but if you got onto the green, once you got onto the green, if you came at the green correctly with the right speed, everything did kind of work its way towards the cup. So if you you kind of got paid for your good efforts to get to the right spot and set yourself up. And you could get drops on this. This was a tough hole. It was a tough hole. A lot of people absolutely freaking hated it, but for whatever reason, in the original configuration, I've made a lot of albies on this hole. I liked it. It was super hard. So if you got, especially in one-on-one, you got on this hole right here. I mean, more than half the time, people would tank their drive or they put themselves in the wrong spot. And if you just went out there and got in the right spot, you could easily win. They've definitely made it easier now. Definitely. Hole number 13. My notes say Sniper Kingmaker. This is the one where, depending on which way the wind's blowing, that wind right there is QB. Now they've lengthened this. I remember this hole now. When we coming out here, I was like, man, I just do not remember. I remember it now. This area that's down in here where we're hitting, we used to, with a 3-power ball, there was a little bit of a window. So when you're setting up in here, if you brought out a Kingmaker, even on a headwind day, you did have a little bit of room to work the wind out. But that's not the way it is now. They've changed it, and it doesn't matter what driver you pull out of the bag. The minimum distance for that driver is the same. So the red line's like right in here. And if you bring out a 3-power ball, if you got wind that's on this side of the line and you bring out a 3-power ball, you can use your wood in this spot to do the rough bump. But if the wind's blowing on this side of the line, you're going to be a minimum driver. So you got to kind of decide, you got to make sure you pay attention to the wind. Otherwise, you're just going to bounce off of this. You can, the way that this hole used to work is you could come over here. You had to take this. If you were from the Pro Tees, you were almost always relegated to having to take this with your driver. But they've definitely changed it, definitely. And there used to be a little plateau up here, and it all kind of fell off like this, and this area was kind of flat. But now they got these moguls and shit out there, so they've lengthened it. They've done some different stuff. They changed it, damn it. All right, I'm going to use do I want to use my rock? I'm going to use my rock. Why not? My rock at minimum. I'm going to have to use well, here's the problem. Is if you're using a 0-power ball, do I have any 0-power balls? I only have a few, and those are precision balls that I save for the weekend rounds on holes that I don't have enough side spin in that Marlin to get me to the cup. I don't believe. So if I wanted to use my wood, I'd have to bring out a bigger than a 3-power ball in order to work that wind out, or I'm just going to have to bounce over there. And if I'm going to have to bounce over, I'm going to take a katana just in case I need spin. And I'll just take it with my sniper. And what are we on? Hole number 13? Hole number 13. And I have... in the past, you can't work on what we've done in the past, because in the past you can come on some of these holes and you go, okay, hey, on this hole we've done a +10, and then we could work from there and it'll be within that range. But they've changed shit, and holes that we used to hit +10 we're now hitting +30, and holes we used to hit +30 we're now hitting 0, and we got downhill shots that we're not adding any wind on, way downhill, and we got uphill shots that we're at. There's that whole elevation thing is not consistent. That's a bullshit word. And is there such a thing as elevation? Yes, you can see that the pin is lower than the tee box. So obviously there's a change in elevation. But how the wind affects you is not consistent. It doesn't, at least to me, it's not. A little hot. Little hot. Do. See if we can get it lined up to the cub. 2.2 divided by, am I in mid club? I am. 1.1, 2.6 rings. Here's 2.6, exactly. And there's perfect, on the way. And I underpulled it, and I did a 30%. Now, if I would have did a max pull instead of a mid pull, that would have been 2.86 versus 2.6. So either hit it at max. I may make a note here. Let me make a note. If I'm going to hit from that spot, I'll just hit it at 1 per ring with the 30%. And a bunch of you are out there going, 30%, we're doing it at 5. We're doing it at minus 15, and you're doing it at plus 30. I underpulled that. And I did a plus 30. And I still underpulled it. You explain it. Thor's hammer. All right, I know this hole. It's 5 topspin. Thor's hammer with the horizon. That wind works. That wind works. We need to bring out, once again, I think I can just get this done with a Titan. Okay, here we go. Deep breaths. All right. I'll be excited when I get that Cataclysm to level 7, because at level 7, I don't know that I'll play with any other wood other than my Cataclysm, because its ball guy gets to 4-2, and at that point, the sniper's at 4-4, but I think in every category the Cataclysm will have it beat power, other than accuracy. But that's not that big of a deal. I think when it gets to that level, it's like, I think it does pick up some accurate. It becomes pretty accurate. Opponent's playing with a Titan and an APOC 6. I need to hit this drive perfect, because if I hit it great to the right, there's a good chance it's going to end up in that sand. And they might be back just a little too far if they're trying to do the rough bump. If they're trying to bounce over to it, that'll be fine. But if they're trying to get up there, it is 5 topspin. .2 divided by 1.7. 155. Hey, get where I can see you. Come on. All right. 155. I'm going to just slightly lean to the left, and I hit it perfect. Whoa, down. Damn it. All right. I'm definitely not in rough bump range from there. That was just a little too far. So I will have to bridge the gap. And there is no way that I want to do a rough bump like that from that spot with overpower when we have that island. This used to not be here in the original configuration. This island wasn't here. All of this was rough. So like you'd get caught in these areas and you'd have to do this max overpower rough bump to get over there. So it's not like I haven't done that shot before, but that's definitely not how you want to do that if you really want to. In that situation, because we have that little area there that we can recover and get a clean bounce, or you don't have to do overpower, I think that's much better. All right. And with the topspin on a Nirvana, I think I have barely enough topspin to get over. Do 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 do. Divided by 2, 1.62 rings. There's 1.62. Man, did I even hit that in the ring set? That was way off. Shit, I thought I might have hit it onto another green. Arr. All right. Just make it tough on yourself. No, just make it tough. Okay, we have to get this hole. We picked this hole number 6 up. We picked it up on the front, and we because I haven't picked anything else up. Now we're putting pressure on this hole right here. We really need to get it. Really. All right, what am I doing on this hole? I'm doing plus 20 on the drive. And I'm taking an extra mile in a Kingmaker. Extra mile? And a Kingmaker. Bag number 1. And a Kingmaker. Heartbreaker. Off we roll. Sour Reef from the Recon Rangers. Welcome to the channel. Now let's go out and get eagles. We need eagles. I can tell you right now, I don't even know Sour Reef, but I can tell you Sour Reef needs an eagle right here. Sour Reef's got some good banners. Look at that. Sporting some jewelry. See if my opponent can get where they want to get. Perfect. El Prefecto. Shit. That was nice. Nice shot. Nice shot, my man. Very nice. Very, very nice. Do-do-do. 3.9 divided by 2. 234. 234. One ring great to the right. That shouldn't kill me. Right up there by my opponent. 426. All right, what I've been doing on this hole is 0 plus 0.1 to the cup. And like my opponent, I am going to be in wedge. And I was in max wedge last time. And I probably should have did plus 0.2. I got it in, but it was right on the edge of the cup. Whatever the wind is, plus 0.1 divided by wherever I'm at my club. I'll be real quiet for my opponent. Woo! Perfect. I don't think they heard me. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal. All right, chip in the win. I'm at max club. So it is 3.5 divided by 1.2. It's 2.91 plus 1 is 3 rings exactly. There's 1, 2, 3 rings exactly. And we need to hit this perfect. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! In the hole. Dun 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 dun. Eagle. Dun 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 dun. Perfect. Excellent. All right. All right. Hole number 7. Let's look at hole number 7. Let's continue. Let's look at it. What is hole number 7? Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Sniper, katana. Sniper. Any bag with a sniper? Any ball? Named katana. That one works. 1.3 times. Off we roll. Now, it seems like I'm in mid-club here. No, I think I was in minimum. I'm setting up way back in the back and running it up. What I do need to do is when I go back and watch these videos, I need to write my spin down because I have... It would be nice right here if I could set my spin up and then just go out there and set the ball up in the right spot where that spin works instead of trying to reinvent the wheel every freaking time. We're playing off the seat of our pants. Come on. I'm like John Daly. We went out drinking last night and partying. And now we're just out here playing. All right. And that seems like an aggressive way to go at it. The thing about putting on a lot of backspin on a shot like that is they're always awesome when they go in when you do these, when you add backspin on a shot, but it's not always a consistent way to go at it because if you're a little off in your wind adjustment, you're hitting on that, and as soon as the ball hits, the spin takes effect, and you can end up way off. It's always better when you can go at a cup and you don't have to put a lot of spin on it. 4 divided by, where am I? Where am I? There's max. There's min. I'm going to say mid. I'm going to say min. Man. Hey. It's 5.2 at mid divided by 1.1. It's 4.72 rings. Getting it perfect. And it'll be short and to the left. And it was long and to the right. Look at that. I like the fact that it rolled out there. Dang it. I think I have made this hole once this week, but I'm saving all of these par 3s. I'm saving all my hole-in-ones for the weekend round. I've been trying to play conservative on the par 3s and not... I've been holding them off. In my 22 account, I decided that I was on hole number 2. I got zeros on it I dropped a shot on both sides just to help out my opponents, just to keep, many shots do I got to spot them? All right. We have got to get this hole. What is the wind? All right, we have no choice on this, and I am not dicking around. Like, let's go up there and get it. I'm gonna bring a burr, a circle, and I'm gonna bring a Thor's hammer, and I am doing +10 on the drive. And I think last time I put it seemed like I had like 4 or 5 topspin on it, but I'm going to have to pull back a little bit from the red line in order to give myself room to work out the wind. So I might have to put a little more topspin on it. It looks like the wind, as far as the angle that we're going, is not a lot of headwind. Mainly side. Okay, let's pull back a little. Now let's set our spin up. .9 divided by max club is 1.7, 1.6 actually, so it's 187. There's 1.9. Getting it perfect. It's in the air. Okay, it's out of my hands now. Now it's in the it's in a rough. It hit that. I've been wanting to go out there and hit into that to see how hard it kills the ball. And now I know that you do not want to hit that third cut of rough, because that's actually not like a third cut. That shit that feels like a sixth cut of the rough. Well, it's the fourth. You can see over here you got the first cut, second cut, third cut, and the fourth cut is the same as that. So they've skipped the third, they've skipped this cut. No, is that the same color? It might be. That is rough. All right, I haven't had to do any big recovery shots in this round, but right here, this is a super important shot. If I haven't hit any rough shots, I think I've only had one. Yeah, that rough definitely kills it. We have to hit that second cut. And you can see it's downhill right there, so it comes out pretty hot. There's a fine line. All right, we need to hit this perfect. Oh, fuck, that was so far away from perfect. It wasn't even funny. So far away. All right. That means I have to get an Albie on hole number 9. So let's do it. Lunger, I'll be your Huckleberry. It's weird how some of in the olden days, some of the slang we don't have anymore, and some of the slang we have in our vocabulary, we have stuff, but like jaywalking, go look it up on like what jaywalking, like the whole history of jaywalking. Like they call country bumpkins jays. They come into town and people were getting ran over by cars because a lot of people did stuff in the streets. And when cars came out, people walking in the streets, they called them jays. They were country, uneducated, non-city folk, just jays, country bumpkins, and jaywalking. Trying to make people feel bad about it because everybody knew what jay meant. All right. I really don't like this shot over here. I don't like the second shot. I really like the one over here better, but damn. In this account, I actually do have the stuff to get me over here. I'm just thinking that there might be a shot through the trees, but the problem with that is how they've changed this lane over here. So if you do try and go out here, there is a chance that you would hamper your shot to the cup. You got a very small window to stop, or you're putting these trees into play. You really want to be right here, but there's a hill there now that could roll you down into the rough. It blows me away. There used to be, these are the two ways that we could go at the cup, and this way really there was a line of trees here. So if you got over here, it wasn't a good shot. You could get lucky and there was a lane, but they've now opened this side up and they've really kind of made this shot out here as shit now. And this shot right here, I don't know if it's worth the beans. I'm going to go just straight forward. And I'm going to take pretty sure that's with a grizzly, but I'm going to take it with my, I'll take it with an extra mile. Now let's make sure I got now I'm going to take I don't need the big ball here. I'm going to just take a katana. I think I can just pound it over there with a katana. And if the katana does work, I can bring out those precision balls in the weekend round. I'm going to bring out one of those balls right now, right here. Let's see if we can get one to go in the hole. I have had 2 albies on this hole so far this week, but I haven't had one from this side. All right. I'm thinking, I really do like that middle shot. I really like it. The deal is, if you screw up down there in the old pin placement, it was fairly easy to recover, but they've moved the pin back probably 30, 40 yards, and so it could be slightly problematic. All right, I'm just going to play to the island. I'll play to the island. What am I doing? Plus 20 on the drive? The deal is I'm not sure if you hit over here the shot to the cup. From the other side, I was doing 1.6 divided by 2, 1 ring. I don't know that I've hit the shot into the cup on this side perfect. It takes an irregular bounce up here. The ball guide's a little, because of that sand trap, there's a ridge right before the cup, and so your bounces aren't normal. One of them is compressed, where you're hitting on a hill face, and when you hit on that hill face, then the next bounce is higher up in the air, and then it continues on normal bounces. That dog will hunt. That dog will hunt. Wherever I'm at my club, plus 0.1. That's it. I'm at max club. Let me pull back a little. See if I can get some side spin going over to it. Hey. $2.7 plus 1, 2.8. Hey, god damn it. Fuck. Jesus Christ, I couldn't grab a hold of the fucking ring set. This has been happening. And this tournament, I don't know if they're making them so small because of the deal, but like I have played this game since the game came out. I have played tens of thousands of games, and I know how to grab my ring set. Today, that's the third time that I haven't been able to grab the ring set. To make an adjustment. Like, what the fuck? Damn it. That is total fucking horseshit. God damn it. All right. Take a deep breath. Motherfuckers. Fucking piece of shit. Man, this game's gonna piss me off. Two rings. Wow, you can grab the ring set this time. What a fucking surprise. Perfect. Ooh! Smoked it. Needed to do plus point too. Man, that is... I mean, come on, man. Like... What is the deal? I literally have had that happen it's been like over the last like week to maybe 2 weeks. I don't know if they did an update, but today alone, I've had 3 times where I couldn't grab my ring set and I had to take a shot with, I mean, come on. I mean, seriously? I mean, here's the deal, Playdemic. You guys do stuff like that, and I mean, here's the deal. You guys always, everything is the freaking stick. Like, everything is a stick. Like, I literally in all of the years that I've played this game, I don't know that I've had that happen but once maybe, you know. And I was probably using my finger because I couldn't find my stylus. But to have that happen as many times as I've had happen today, something has changed. And I've had it happen over the last week or two. I mean, what is the deal? I mean, I have another account to play. I mean, I'm speaking right now to anybody who wants to write a letter to Playdemic or anybody from Playdemic who catches this video. I have another account to play in Pro. And in that account, bringing out special balls and going through inventory so that you guys can have ball sales on 18 holes plus the 18 holes in the weekend round is money for you. And you know what? Fuck you. I'm not playing it. I'm not going to give you any of that. I mean, shit. If you're going to do the thing, if you're going to give me the stick. Now, you look at their bottom line and they're going to go, what, did we lose a penny that day? But maybe if enough people, you know, went, hey, you know what? We're not playing this tournament. We're like, if we got the whole community to go, you know what? Like, hey, could you give us a break? Could you change it up? Could you come up with something new? Could you have like do some deal? But if you're going to change shit and then have it so that it jacks our game up when we're playing. I mean, I could understand if I was new and it's like, wow, I did this and I'm trying to figure it out. But like, I'm not new. I know how to do that. I've done it. I mean, I literally, between all of my accounts, probably have, 30,000 games played? I mean, how many games do I have in here? I have 11,000 in here, and I have probably close to 10,000 and out. There's 20, and then with my other accounts, we're probably pushing 30. And so we had to grab the ring set, 3 times per those matches? So I've done that 100,000 times, 90,000 times. And today alone, I've had 3 times where I couldn't grab the ring set. Like, what did you guys change in the game? Man, that is, that right there just pisses me off. Like, that is total horseshit. Like, I'm baffled. Like, why am I even playing if you guys are going to pull shit like that? 32 is the tough. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Shooting at 30 is just like getting you into the hunt. Now you got to start picking some shots up. Yeah. And granted, I dropped number 17, so that's my fault. But, 29 for tiebreakers. That's having the 30 if I'd have picked that up. But that is just like, why are we playing if we're going to have shit like that happen? Like, I am pretty frustrated right this very second. So we will see whether I play anything this weekend round. But I will tell you right now, I am not giving Playdemic another fucking dime of my money today. So I am done playing today. That's how that works. Thanks for watching. On a high note, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for being a subscriber. Hit the like button, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. And then you can hear more rants. I try not to rant all the time, but come on. Like, literally, you all play the game. You know the deal. Every single thing that Playdemic does, they give us the stick. There's never a carrot. There's always the stick. Always. It's like if they gave you something, it's like, whoa, if we gave them something, damn it. All right. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.